Hello everybody and welcome back to the podcast. My hormones make me a nutcase. We are here together still, away.
On the creaky sofa.
With the creaky sofa, you can hear that in the background.
Beautiful.
But yes, so today we're going to be talking about why jumping is one of the best things you can do for your bones as you get older.
Thought you'd forgotten that last bit then. As you get...
Just dramatic millennial pause.
Not brain fog.
No.
Not today.
Not today. But we'll see.
Yeah, so as you get older, your bone health is so important. As we mentioned in other ones, like the menopause can really affect your bone health, like with things like osteoporosis, which women are more susceptible to rather than men. So along with things like strength training, one really good thing to do is to jump. Make your bones work. Because the more you jump, the more impact that they have, the denser your bones become. Mm-hmm. So then when you fall over, if you fall over, hopefully you don't, you're less likely to break a bone.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And I make a few of my clients do this actually, like especially ones that have had things or been through osteoporosis or like want to prevent it. Like I get them at the end of a session, even if it's just to do like 10 jumps as hard as you can.
Yeah. Like
you're trying to like put your feet through the floor, that kind of jumps. I mean, it doesn't have to be that super hard, but like even if it's just that a couple of times, like a few times a week or whatever, it will make a massive difference. Obviously, if you've already got osteoporosis, then don't be doing that. Like, build up your strength first, weight training, and then slowly add in jumps and stuff. But
yeah,
I don't know if you've seen anything from Dr. Vonda. Did I just make her name up? Something Vonda Wright. I think that's her name.
I don't think so.
No. She did a podcast with like Dr. Stacey Sims, Mary, someone who's a menopause person. There was a fertility IVF doctor and her on it, and it was really quite good. But she always promotes like bone health and jumping. I think she was doing a challenge this month of jumping every day or whatever. But yeah, she shows you all of what the bones look like with and without jumping and stuff like that. So it's a really good page to go and look at.
Yeah,
I think she's a surgeon. So yeah, really good to look at.
Interesting. Oh, I heard, or it might have been a different one, but there was a lady who was a surgeon. I think she was in the Diary of the CEO, maybe. Mm-hmm. Was it the same lady? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she was talking about how like exercising, doing strength training, all that like stuff. Yeah, the difference in how the body looks when people are older and compared to people that don't do all those things. So maybe it's the same lady.
Yeah, I imagine it is.
Yeah. Interesting. So, yeah, I suppose we'll start with reframing bone loss as a use it or lose it problem. So bone is living tissue. It constantly remodels based on the forces placed on it.
Yeah, because it will change, won't it? Like I just said, it will get denser or not denser depending on if you're doing it or not.
Yeah. Aging doesn't automatically cause bone loss, underloading does.
And you think the older we get, the less we move, the less we jump, the less we carry things because we're getting old. As people say, oh, I'm too old for that, I'm too old for this. You're not. No. You just stop doing things because society tells you to, maybe.
Kind of. You hear it so often, don't you, though? Like, oh, it's just because I'm getting older, or...
Oh, you've hit 30 now, you're on the downward spiral.
Yeah.
No, I am not.
People say, wait till you hit this age. And I'm like, well, I'm hoping I'm going to look after myself so that I don't go... You don't even know what's going to happen. I'm not saying that I'm going to not go through things, but doing all of these things hopefully will prevent you from like just feeling like when you get to 50 that you're 80.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like, I don't know about you, but so many people when I got to 30 were like, oh, it's downward spiral from now, like you're going to ache, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And I'm like, well, I don't feel that.
Do you know what I did because of the injury? And that kind of happened after the marathon. So yeah, I was 30 that year, and then I was in a lot of pain and I struggled, and I honestly felt like, and I went through a lot, I think, of burnout as well. And so I honestly felt like when I hit 30, I was like, oh my God, it's true. Like, I've literally aged about 100 years. But now I'm almost 33. I feel like I'm like getting back to my normal self now.
Yeah.
And don't feel all those things, which is really nice.
It's just unfortunate, like, to be fair, we both suffered injuries at the same time, but
yeah,
it's unfortunate you have an injury at that time. Like, because then it's like, oh, maybe it is true, but actually it's not. You just had an injury. Like, yeah, it's fine.
Exactly.
Like, but yeah, it is such a thing that people say all the time. It's like when I run around playing football, the blokes are like, oh yeah, but I'm like 40 and like I'm just getting old, I can't do that anymore. I'm like, but there's no reason why you can't do that anymore.
No.
The reason that you can't do that is probably because you're not
doing
stretching, mobility, weights, like doing these things around this to actually be stronger and more agile.
Yeah. It's so true. It's so true.
Spray themselves with deep heat and they think that's going to work. You're just covering up the pain. You're not strength training to make something better. No. Like,
it's like constantly taking pain relief if you're in pain. Like, that's not actually fixing the problem. It's
masking it.
Like, if you've got an injury or things like that, it's just,
And sometimes physios make you do that to push past the point of pain so you can do something, but short term. Not every time you go and do something.
No.
And that depends on what physio you're under as well.
Well, that's very true. I suppose the last thing with that is bones get stronger when they're challenged appropriately, which is what you have been saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't overdo it. Mm-hmm. You jump too much and it's a lot of stress on the body.
Yeah.
And you don't need to.
Like doing a HIIT class and doing, like we were talking before, I think, like the 10 jumps at the end of a session is very different, isn't it? Like HIIT, it literally is high intensity, is like a lot for your bones and like your joints and everything, isn't it? A lot of pressure to be under. Whereas doing it like with a professional who actually knows what they're talking about, dude, go that way. Basically.
Absolutely. And don't feel like you need to do a HIIT session.
No.
Like, some people enjoy doing that. Some people love, like, absolutely killing themselves on a workout.
Yeah.
And I get that sometimes. It's a nice feeling to be able to, like, burn yourself out in a workout. Do you know what I mean? But, like, just because some people do that doesn't mean you need to do that.
No.
And doesn't mean you need to do that to get the results. Mm-hmm. Like we said, 10 jumps is probably enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So I suppose talking about how bones actually get stronger, the simple science behind it. So introduce Wolff's law. Wolff's law in simple terms. So bones adapt to the load placed on them. Higher impact, short duration forces. No, here we go. Short duration forces stimulate bone building cells. Low impact activity maintains movement but doesn't strongly stimulate bone growth. Walking is great, but it's not enough on its own for bone density.
No, yeah. So walking's a great exercise, but if you want to build up the bone density, like we just said, like maybe you want to jog, maybe you want to jump, there's a few different things that you can do to help that. You can also do things like sprints, if you like doing that kind of thing. You can do like 4x4 on a treadmill. So say like you do a 400 meter sprint, and then you rest for like 2-3 minutes. So whether that's a really slow walk, but until you've recovered, basically. That could be 5 minutes for you. Depends on who you are.
Yeah.
And you could also start on 200, like wherever it's just, they normally say 400 meters.
Yeah.
And you do that 4 times. And then that would be enough to help with your heart health, and that gives you the impact of running too. But yeah, that's a good little thing to do at the end of a session if you wanted to do that at the end of your strength training session.
Yeah.
I do it sometimes. It's killer, but like I said, you could start off, you could do 100 meters and then rest, 100 meters rest, 100 meters rest, then build it to 2, then 3, then 4, if you wanted to do it like that.
So I presume you know more about this than me, but jogging then, just running generally, is that helping your bone density?
It will, to a certain extent, but it's still not necessarily the same as jumping.
Right, okay.
There's more force when you jump.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you get force from running, but it's still not the same as just jumping up and down or jumping up a box, things like that. Like you could do like jacks on a step box, things like that. You could jump up on the box, jump down on the box, that kind of thing. That loads the bone more and is more forceful.
Got you.
Than just necessarily going out for a run.
So you're getting something, but it's better to be doing actual things like jumping. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So why jumping is powerful for bone health? It's high impact force, rapid loading and unloading, multi-directional stress, and these are exactly the signal bones need to maintain density, slow age-related bone loss, improve structural strength, and research shows that short bouts of impact, even seconds at a time, can be effective. You don't need long, what we've been saying, exhausting sessions.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. And like you think, like I can't remember the percentage of it, but the decline of women's bone health is like mental after like menopause. Like every year you lose so much.
Wow.
If you don't do anything in comparison to a man. Like it could take men like a good few years to get the same bone loss as it does you in half that time or even a year. So definitely one to think about doing. Yeah. And like we said, you could just get up from the sofa, do 10 jumps and sit back on the sofa. Don't jump off the sofa.
Just do that once a day.
You could. Yeah. And that would be something towards it.
Yeah. Nice easy way to fit into your life, isn't it?
Yeah. And like if you are like shaky or whatever, you could hold onto a chair and do it. Like we were saying about chair exercises in the other one, like how good a chair is. Hold onto a chair and do it if you're not like feeling confident. Hold onto a wall, hold on to anything.
Yeah, definitely. And even if you start with just a few and then you build up from there, like it's all good, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said, like after the perimenopause, menopause and stuff, like jumping helps counteract the bone loss faster. So definitely start adding it in.
Definitely. And also obviously strength training as well, which we say all the time, but that is really, really important.
Yeah, the strength training, loads the bones slowly, whereas like the jumping is quicker.
Yeah. So doing the combination of the two, probably a win-win.
Absolutely a win-win. All the best protection you can get.
Yeah. Yes, so like you were saying, both matter, but they do different things. So that loads really slowly, jumping loads really quickly. Bones respond especially well to high strain rate, so how fast the force hits. Novel movement patterns. Yes, the combination of strength training impact equals best protection.
Absolutely. And things like jumping as well, like also helps with like your balance. It helps with your reaction times to stuff. So as we get older, that's something that's really good. Like we were saying in another podcast, like working on your balance is really good. And jumping will help that. Like it helps your coordination. Like it strengthens like your tendons, your ligaments and stuff as well. It's not just your bones that it's strengthening.
Yeah.
And again, change the nervous system to be ready for stuff. So it can also help you with reducing the risk of falling.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because it's not something you hear loads about, like people talking about jumping. Like, I haven't heard of it massively before, to be fair.
Oh, wow, there we go. Every day's a learning curve.
Every day's a learning curve.
Yeah, and like you say, like, it doesn't have to be high jumps. It can be small jumps, just as long as they've got some sort of impact in it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be super, super hard. Like, just start off somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, it helps improve balance and reduces the risk of falling as well, which is so important because like we were saying in the last one as well, we don't want to be falling over generally, but especially as we're getting older and we're at more risk of really, really hurting ourselves. So
yeah. And then if you've got, like I said, if you've had recent fractures, if you've got osteoporosis and stuff, do not start with the jumping.
Yeah.
Go and start strength training and stuff like that and see a professional. And then once they clear you and they say, yes, you can, get a program from someone that knows what they're doing to build you up because you don't want to keep breaking bones.
No.
Because that is not what we do in this sport. We're here to make the bones stronger, not break them.
Definitely. And I suppose that where it comes into, is jumping safe as you get older? Yes, but depending on your history, what injuries you have, if you have osteoporosis, etc. Yeah. So speak to a professional, I think, with the jumping side of things. think, there are a lot of things you can go and try, but probably that one is just, if you know you're fine, then you know there's nothing that's been broken and everything feels okay, you can start that. Otherwise, definitely professional.
Yeah. And I think that's good for, like, what we should be doing as we get older. I mean, we should go and get one now. Like, we don't get offered, like, DEXA scans. So a DEXA scan will scan your body, tell you your bone density. And as, like, 30-year-olds, like, we should be getting them now. So when we're older, and you get it when you're like, I think you get them free when you're like 65, or if you're getting shorter, then you can ask for one or whatever. But we should be getting one now so we can see what the rate of decline is by the time you're like 65 or whatever, because otherwise you have no markers to tell you what you were to where you are, to see if you've actually lost bone health or bone density, Whereas like if you've got that scan now, which I was looking at the other day, and they're about £200,
which isn't the end of the world, is it? It's
not for something that potentially could save your life, I suppose. But they're around that price. You just need to make sure, like, I think there's a couple of different ones. I think you need to make sure it's like a full body, so they check your spine, like, because that's the main thing. But yeah, it's worthwhile and worth the money. Getting it when you're 30, so as you get older, you can see you've got something to compare it against. Otherwise, they're just taking a scan and they're like, oh yeah, so you're at this, and maybe with the averages you might be osteoporotic, or they can see you are, or whatever. But again, they don't know where you've come from, so that could be a really big drop. It could be a small, steady drop. And again, depending on what you're doing in between your 30s and 60s, again, that's going to have a massive difference as to how your bones are. So if you've not had one, or you're like in your 30s or 40s or whatever, my advice would be to go and get one, so you know where you're at, and then when you get one when you're older, you can see where it's gone.
Really hard, isn't it? Because there's so many things within health that we should be getting checked and we should know more about, but it's just not offered, which I understand with being the NHS. Obviously it's free and things, but like they just don't have the capacity to do these things. And then if you don't earn enough to be able to afford to do all these other things, and most people, I hadn't heard of that before you'd mentioned it. Like, most people aren't going to know about what that scan is, are they? So no one would even think, oh yeah, I must go and get my bones checked and then check them again. It's just not. And that most people's, I would understand or assume, in most people's radar, is it?
No. And also, why would you even think to go and get your bones checked?
Yeah, why would you? No one's ever told you that, have they?
No. And you can't see them.
No.
And it's so easy with things that you can't see to ignore.
Yeah.
Or just not be
not be aware of.
Aware of, that's the word I was looking for. Not be aware of. Yeah. You can't see what's inside you. You need to, go and get the check. But there we go. Well, I'm teaching you something today.
You are. You are.
Go.
The listeners are getting taught and I'm getting taught.
You knew I knew so much.
So how often, how much is needed, which we've kind of covered a little bit, but research suggests very small doses are effective. So even 1 to 3 minutes total of jumping, 1 to 3 minutes total of jumping is good. So you could do 10 to 20 small jumps, have a little bit of rest, repeat 2 to 3 times. And I suppose just do that most days, really. Yeah. Just be consistent with it.
Yeah, consistency over what's the word? Perfection. Yeah. Do that a few times a week. Like, you don't have to do it every day. Like, but if you did it on like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you just did that every day, the rest of your life, like, it will help. Like, you don't have to think, oh, I need to do it every day.
Even if you train, like go to the gym or whatever kind of exercise you do, maybe just like do that at the end of your session. That's what I like to do, is link in on my rehab and things. I'm like, I'll do that on the beginning of my session, or because otherwise you can find time, but prioritizing it is really hard. Whereas if you just link it to that, it's like, okay, I'll just finish my set now and I'll just do that.
Yeah. And that's the thing, isn't it? With habit building and things like that, do it with something.
Yeah.
So if you do go to the gym, do something jumping related, like say at the end. Yeah. It will take you like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not less than that, whatever. Like, if you don't go to the gym, and we said earlier, you watch the TV, okay, before you put your TV program on, do 10 jumps.
Yeah. and then sit down.
And then sit down. And like in the ad break, get back up.
Do 10, just do it as the
adverts. And then the next advert break, do another 10. Or at the end of the episode, do your next 10. Before the next one, do last 10. Whatever it works. Whatever works for you. Like if you're boiling a kettle, go and do 10 jumps whilst you're waiting for it to do. Or do your 3 sets whilst you're doing that. Like pair it with something so you remember to do it. And you won't remember straight away.
Yeah.
You might have like a couple of days where you do it and then the rest of the week you forget. Because it's not natural. It's not something you do all the time.
Yes.
But as soon as you start getting into that, like, it will become a habit.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, bonus benefits beyond the bones. It also helped with muscle power, tendon health, cardiovascular fitness, confidence naturally moving, mental resilience, and movement that feels youthful as well. Because, jumping just makes you feel young, doesn't it?
It makes you feel like a kid.
Yeah.
Because you used to jump and stuff. Exactly. Yeah. You could play that. That would help.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Do it with your kids. Like, if you're worried about when you're going to get it in, get your kids to do some jumping with you. Jump around in circles with them. Whatever. Yeah. Like, ring roses. Like, but just jump instead.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, so many, different things that you can do.
Yeah. I think common myths as well are that jumping will ruin your joints. Poor technique and overuse can cause issues. Walking is enough for bone health. Walking helps maintenance, not building or preserving bone density. I'm too old to start. Bones respond to loading at any age. Yeah.
Yeah, so like with the poor technique, with the jumping, like ruins your point. Oh gosh, that whole sentence just came out so
I thought they were all myths, and I've just looked back and I'm like, oh no, that was like just explaining that one. But anyway, we'll go back through it.
Anyway, jumping ruins your joints. It doesn't. And it's like running doesn't ruin your joints, right? Like the uneven terrain, your body moving in certain ways, changing directions, cutting. Oh, that would make sense if you played sports and stuff, but cutting, weaving, moving in different directions, that's going to have more impact on your joints hurting and aching and feeling more ruined, I suppose, or ruining your joints than it is running in a straight line on a flat bit of road and jumping on the spot. Obviously, if you've already got cartilage that is gone, knee problems or whatever, then it can cause pain because you've already got no cartilage.
Yeah, which makes sense.
However, I have got a client who does lots of jumping and she's got sore knees, but she lost a load of weight and now her knees are better. They still need seeing to, but she's still too young to have like a knee operation or whatever. But she does loads of jumping and she did that off her own back. And she's like, no, I know it's good for my bone health. Like, I'm happy to just like sort my knee out when I can, but for now I'm going to keep jumping. So you've also got to distinguish whether you feel like you can actually do it or whether it's something you can't do anymore.
Yeah.
But the actual jumping isn't going to ruin your joints. It's not possible.
Yeah, makes sense. And I think we mentioned what about, walking isn't enough. That's why I didn't jumping. And then you're too old to start is just not true. You're never too old to start anything.
You can change your life around like within a year.
Yeah.
Like you can start changing your life in 3 months.
You can start changing your life today.
You could
start making different choices. One different choice today.
1% better.
Exactly. 1% better daily.
Yeah.
So,
you think of where you are now and where you could be in a year's time. If you start doing 1% each day, that's a little bit better than the day before. Or you add in new things like over the next few months, like your whole life can look completely different. You could be a completely different person.
Absolutely.
Depending on what you want to be. But you have to channel that. You have to think like, what would a person be doing if they wanted this as the outcome? So say like, if you want to be a runner, what would be the mindset of a runner? Would they be like, oh, okay, maybe I need to get out for 2 runs a week, or do I start run, jog, whatever that may be, whatever you think that runner might do, or speak to a runner.
Yeah.
Like start creating your life to be that person.
Yeah.
Create that identity for you.
Definitely. It is possible. So I think closing takeaways, Bone loss is not inevitable.
Mm-mm.
Bones need challenge to stay strong.
Yep.
Jumping is one of the most effective, time-efficient tools we have.
Super quick and easy.
Yeah. And it's never about jumping higher. It's about loading smarter.
Yeah.
Strong bones are built through impact, and confidence comes from knowing your body can handle it.
And that's the thing. Build it up small.
Yeah.
Start off with 5 jumps, a couple of times a week. Then once you've got the hang of that, build it up to 10 jumps, 3 times a week, and then go from there. Yeah. We like small. Start small.
Build from there.
Build from there. Big results.
Exactly.
And
All
just because you can't,
yeah,
absolutely. And just because you can't see your bones doesn't mean they don't need looking after.
Yeah, that's so true. Very true.
Because you're a woman and you're going into the perimenopause, menopause, start jumping. Even before that, but just start jumping.
If you're a woman of any age, you're listening to this right now,
jump.
Go do 10 jumps, depending on where you are.
Yeah, do 10 jumps now. Like, if you're somewhere where you can, like, just do it. Even if you're in the middle of the street, just jump 10 times. No one has to know why you're doing it or why you're doing it. Like,
exactly. Then you're done for the day.
Yeah, done. Perfect. Boom. Tick that off. 1% better.
1% better. Right. Well, we'll wrap up there for today. I think we've covered everything.
Mm-hmm.
That was short and sweet from us.
We like short and sweet sometimes.
Thank you so much for listening. If you want to ask any questions, reach out to us on socials, or you can email us at fitgirlswhoeat93@gmail.com.
She nailed it.
And yeah, if you have any podcast suggestions, let us know. If you want to learn anything more that we haven't covered. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
We really did. See ya.
Bye.